From Eternia with Death is where DC Comics first dives into the sword and sorcery universe of Masters of the Universe. The story was published in DC Comics Presents number 47 back in July 1982. It's a big deal because it's the first time Superman, the usual star of DC Comics, crashes into Eternia, mixing it up with the Masters of the Universe crew. The issue is also important because He-Man debuted as his alter ego Prince Adam. Before this, He-Man was all hero all the time, but here we get to see the flip side. But of course, Superman becomes a puppet at the hands of Skeletor. So in this video, we will explore this rare but famous comic that set many benchmarks in the world of crossover stories. Let's begin, shall we? From Eternia with Death, we kick off with a panoramic shot of Eternia's royal city. Prince Adam, aka the not-yet He-Man, is getting an earful from his battle-hardened tutor, Man-at-Arms. The old warrior's trying to drill some discipline into the prince, but Adam's more into keeping things chilled and playing soldier. Of course, Man-at-Arms is all about the warrior life, while Adam's cracking jokes, not sweating the whole future king gig. Man-at-Arms isn't laughing though. He's worried Eternia's folks are getting jittery about their too-cool-for-school air. Adam's dodging and weaving around a sparring bot. Man-at-Arms coaching from the sidelines, but something throws a war-weary tutor off. Well, Prince Adam did stop the sparring bot, but not in the manner he had been trained to. He was hoisting the bot over his head like it was gym day, not fight practice. Man-at-Arms flips and leaves, ranting about how Adam hasn't grown up a bit. It is now that we meet Teela, the daughter of Man-at-Arms and the newest member of the Royal Guard. Teela strides in, serving sass and calling out Adam's antiques. The banner's light, but the subtext, Adam's gotta step up. Man-at-Arms and Teela are like two sides of the same coin, both dishing out tough love to Eternia's golden boy who can't seem to take a hint. A few panels are spent introducing Superman and how he keeps his identity a secret. But that's about it. Nothing really interesting there. The story unfolds with Prince Adam, the undercover powerhouse of Eternia, chilling in the Dragon's Breath Inn. He's kicking back with a mug of ale in hand while his green-stripped tiger Cringer is over the whole scene. In comes Crusher, the local ruffian, throwing shade at Cringer, which of course sparks a tussle with Adam. This roughhousing gets cut short when Teela, the no-nonsense captain of the Royal Guard, steps in with her squad, but before Adam could throw another punch, he noticed his loyal Falcon, who was signaling a call to action. You know, kind of like the bat signal. Adam and Cringer slip away to transform into their mightier selves, He-Man and Battle Cat. They arrive at the Cavern of Power, where the goddess, guardian of Eternia's magic, lets them in on a menace that was about to plague Eternia. Well, alas, yes, and like always, it had to be Skeletor. Skeletor, the full-faced baddie, is at it again, scheming to penetrate Castle Grayskull's walls and claim its ancient secrets for his own twisted ambitions. With half the power sword, Skeletor is convinced he can conquer the castle and the realm. In the meantime, Superman's patrolling the skies of his own world when he spots an odd storm that doesn't fit the usual meteorological bill. This isn't just twisting the weather, it's a sign that worlds are colliding, and the Man of Steel knows he's about to deal with more than the average villainy. He's on the edge of a crossover that spells a universe-sized heap of trouble. Superman encounters a mysterious storm cloud on Earth, which upon closer investigation proves to be magical in nature and resistant to his X-ray vision. The cloud envelopes him, and despite feeling a sensation similar to his weakness to kryptonite, he realizes that only magic can affect him in such a manner. Superman is then transported through the cloud to Eternia, where the reality is starkly different from what he is accustomed to on Earth. Upon his arrival, he is confronted by Skeletor, who mistakenly believes Superman to be an agent sent by Castle Grayskull. Skeletor, wielding the magical power sword, manages to injure Superman, revealing his vulnerability to magic. Beastman joins the fray, attempting to defend his master, but his efforts are futile against Superman's might. However, Skeletor seizes the opportunity to blast Superman, sending him careening away. Despite his strength and resilience, Superman recognizes the real strength of Skeletor's magic, and the man finds himself in a bit of a pickle. Actually, a lot of it. He-Man bumps into Superman, who happens to know about Superman thanks to stories from He-Man's Earth Mom. They team up to take on Skeletor, the bad guy, but things get twisty when Skeletor mind-zaps Superman, turning him against He-Man. After a tough fight, Superman shakes off the mind control and uses his heat vision to create a trap for Skeletor, melting the ground and then freezing it solid. Skeletor in a tight spot tries another mind trick, but Superman's too quick and almost nabs him. However, Skeletor pulls a Houdini and disappears. Superman's still piecing things together when he spots a time-space warp, his ticket back to Earth. He-Man and Superman exchange a quick goodbye before Superman jets off to his next adventure. Marvel's verdict. You must have noticed that the last few frames were nothing but lazy. Be it the writing or the art, almost feels like a missed opportunity here. Nevertheless, I have to admit that the comic is decent as a whole, even if it might not be so great in parts. If you liked our content, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.